It's Kerri and
News.
And welcome to another late night episode of We Might Get in Trouble for This. And with these last few dating episodes, I'm pretty sure, Suze, that I am going to get in trouble. I've already gotten in trouble with Joshua Cohen, who we mentioned, my New York Jewish love. I sent him the clip of me talking about him inviting me upstairs to look at his cookbooks, and he didn't write me back. So I think he's mad. I don't know if he's mad. I don't know. I love you, Josh. But then I sent the clip to Evan Feldman. Shout out to Evan Feldman in the Donuttery in New York City. And he was the one I was visiting, and his air condition broke. So I had to go look at Josh's cookbooks. But I have so much to tell you. I don't even know if we're going to have another topic besides my dating life because it's so crazy. But it's silly and crazy and stupid.
Silly and crazy and stupid. I think we can all have at least 35 minutes of it during the day because so many things in our country and the world are going to complete SHIT, you know?
Okay, there's so many chapters, so I'm just going to catch up our listeners. And I felt like I listened to our episodes and I did a good job of not giving away identities and things. But I had a date with the Gen Xer. We called him the Gen Xer. So I can give you a little more information because I'm very, very, very sure he's never going to listen to this podcast because now I'm completely sure he doesn't know what a podcast is.
Gen Xer? What's a Gen Xer for all of us that don't exactly know?
He was born between 1965 and 1980.
Whoa. Okay. Got
it. Yeah. Okay. But really,
1988?
From now on, we're going to call him my pirate, I think, because I don't think he's really ever going to listen to this. So
I think it's 1970.
What?
Yes. It's 78 because I'm a millennial. I'm the first year millennial and I'm 1981.
Yeah. So it's 65 to 80 is Gen X.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay. So my pirate, we'll just call him my pirate because I met him in the Gen Xer that I was talking about. He lives on a boat. I don't want to share too much, but I at least can share that because there's a lot of pirates. So if he ever hears this, he can't prove that I'm talking about him. But
totally.
So when we did do a deep dive, my friend Tammy does a deep dive on anybody I talk to, and he's a legit person, and he owns a house in the woods. It's so not me. I mean, everything about him is so not me, but just super cute. So we went for the date. After talking and talking and talking. And the date was at 2 p.m. and he shows up with presents, as you know, I told you, right? The cutest.
I love a man that tries.
I don't think he's ever going to listen, so I'll just tell all our dirty secrets. But it was so cute. He brought like little bread that I like, and little donuts that I like, and little drink that I like, and he just A+, A+ showed up. So cute. And he picked this beach town, and it looked like Cape Cod. And we walked around, and immediately I was sweating. I want to be real honest. He's going to hear me. He's going to freaking kill me, but whatever. It was so nerve-wracking that I couldn't tell if there was a chemistry reaction or not because I expected it to be so movie romance. I couldn't even process it. I was just so nervous. I was like, I need a Xanax. So we talked and we talked and we talked, and then we went shopping and we went thrifting, and then he made reservations at this beautiful restaurant. And then the date lasted until 11 p.m. Okay. So 2 p.m. to 11 p.m. And I'm sitting there at dinner going, I don't know how I feel about him, even though his personality is sparkling and all the things. And I'm thinking, he should kiss me. He should kiss me. I'm 52 years old. And the Holy Spirit was like, no, he should not. And I was like, Jesus, yes, he should. Because then I could officially say how I feel about him. And I could hear Jesus, my Savior, going, no, you didn't. And I was like, yes, I did. And yes, I will. And because I was like, this is how all my first dates have gone. They end up, quote unquote, looking at cookbooks at 2:00 in the morning, right? And so he's being a perfect gentleman, and we walk by the sea, and he gives me a sweater, and I'm just like, I don't even know how to relate to somebody like this. He reminds me of Brody, right? And so the date ends. It's 11 p.m. We both have an hour to go. And it was a little flirty, but honestly, I don't even know. The guy's never called me cute, never said you look nice, so sarcastic. Literally at dinner, I think I punched his shoulder like a 5-year-old 5 times. I couldn't process how I felt. He looked nice. He looked like his pictures. It wasn't one way or the other. And I was like, but if he kisses me, then I will get emotionally attached, and then we're off to the races because that's how I do. And Jesus, my Savior, came out of heaven. It was like, that's not how you do. That's not how you're going to do it. I'm not allowing that to happen. So the date ended with the most polite hug, right? And so that's how with Brody, right? You're like, what in the, what in the heck
Yeah,
is wrong with you
totally.
and your sexuality? I'm like, well, maybe I'm not his gender. I don't even know. Like, no shame. No shame to
No shame.
all my gays that I love. So anyways, 11 o'clock, and he calls me on the way home, and I just went home confused. I just went home so confused.
Sure.
He even brought like
Sure.
cards. He brought Uno cards for us to play if we didn't have something to talk about, which is a total joke. And I was like, what in the hecky heck? And so he called me like the next day. Then a few days
Yes.
later, this story gets insane. My friend Tanya had tried to set me up with someone in May, and she said, I have this guy, and she used the word godly, and she used the word Christian, and she's like, I really want you to meet him. He lives locally, he loves the Lord, he's a single dad, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, absolutely not. I'm not dating. And then I went to Italy, and my ovaries started working again. And right. And she's like, this is his name. We're gonna call him normal guy, okay? Because he's like normal Christian guy. And he's normal, and he has a normal job and all the things. And so I'm like, no, I'm not interested in dating him. And because my pirate, I don't know what was going on with us. I didn't turn the dating app off, and I get matched with this normal guy, this other normal guy who lives locally, and he has the same job as the guy Tanya wants to set me up with. He has the same name, and he lives in the same city. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is the guy that she wanted to set me up with. And his profile is like, win me over, love Jesus. Win me over, dance. Like, but I can't say too much because he might listen.
Right. Are you
And
in
I'm
a
like,
love triangle?
oh, shut the door, right? So cute, like really cute. And I immediately asked for my phone number, which I thought was a very Gen X thing, but he's not a Gen X, he's a millennial. But he said that he identifies as Gen X, and he sent me a video to prove. How nice is that? Like the next morning, he sends me a video. So immediately I see this video of normal guy, right? And I was very attracted to him on the video because it was a bold move. And he was joking. He's like, I identify as Gen X and blah, blah, blah. We're chatting. And he says to me, we've actually met before. I was like, what? He's like, we've met before at a party like 4 years ago. And I'm like, huh? Both our kids were there, and it was some big house party, and he met me, and we were already friends on Facebook, and we already have all these mutual friends, and he knows me, and he knows my comedy, and he knows what I do, and he's like, I love what you do. It's so great. I'm like, what? So we've just been circling in this orbit for years.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm like, this is so weird. Wouldn't this be too, what do I even do?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So to fast forward, normal, nice guy, cute, blue eyes, like real cute, starts sending me voice messages and videos. And I was like, way to go. Like, okay, millennial, that's how you guys do it. And then we talked on the phone. He was really sweet. And then the next day he messaged me, and he was really sweet and like so different. There wasn't this quick zinger
Yes.
banter, but we're
Yes.
mutually talking about our children, and they're the same age, and he's so sweet. And I'm like, frick, like crap. That this guy has social media, and he might listen to this podcast. So I just want to know if he is ever listening and I'm saying really nice things. But I was really
Yeah.
confused. And I can't talk to
Sure.
two guys at once. Like I can't physically do it in the same night. Talk to one guy for an hour and then talk to another guy. So I've got this normal Christian guy who's asking me about my relationship with the Lord and telling me about parenting. And we're just like, I've even done comedy at his church. We have mutual friends. And then the pirate's like sending me cute little texts. But here's the thing. Love you, pirate. He never asked me out again. So pirate's calling me every morning, never asked me out again. And then I have normal Christian guy who's being like super intentional. Just want to see how your day is, check in with you, like want to take you out, all the things, right? So this is all last week. So I go out of town, and I'm sort of blowing off the pirate because I can't.
Right.
And then normal Christian guys like, just want to see how your lunch went. It's like the sweetest. And then, then you want Kobe Bryant? Oh my gosh. I did not ask him to do this. He had the nerve to send me a prayer, Susie. He sent me an audio prayer. I'm done, right? He knew that my dad was sick. And so he sent
Okay.
me a
Okay.
prayer to pray for my dad. Does that change your opinion?
Yes, it does. But
I was having a hard day and I felt a little bit vulnerable with him. And I said, my dad's just really
to-
sick right now. And so,
totally different scenario where it opens up that prayer is not weird.
yeah. And the
You've like
thing is, like,
invited him into a space.
we had already talked like 3 or 4, 5 times on the phone. He said, I just want you to know I'm praying for you and I'll send you a prayer right now. He didn't like call me and pray for me. He like left it as a message. And my
Very
heart
sweet.
was just so like, oh my gosh, I can't talk to the pirate. Like the pirate's never going to do
Yeah,
that unless
it's your
Jesus.
love language.
It is my love.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
And so like, so that was this weekend. And then I come into this week, which it's only new in the week. And I realized like this normal, consistent Christian guy, which I don't want to say too much about, is
Uh-huh.
checked a lot of boxes, right? Like I think I would be very attractive in person. He seems really fun, not like sharp like my pirate, but my pirate and I have this sort of sarcastic banter that I haven't had with anyone since my 20s. It's very zingery and the pirate never
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I don't know what his deal. To this day I don't know what his deal is. So normal guy had told me I want to go out, told me where he wants to go out and all the things, but has never asked me for a date. Has never said I want to put this date on the calendar. And I'm like, okay, you're normal,
Yeah.
but I
Yeah.
don't need a pen pal. And I'm still in the middle of that right now. And then out of
Mm-hmm.
the blue, because now I'm home now, my pirate just called me on the phone. And I haven't talked to pirate since I was talking to normal Christian guy. And I realized
Tell us how long this is. This a week?
I haven't talked to the pirate in a week. And the pirate called me because I've been sort of like evading him and like whatever. And like we've been texting and I get on the phone with him and it's like talking to my like best friend. It's so sad. It's like, I just want to
Yeah.
say to him, I want to be like, pirate. And he's even making fun of Christians. He's like, I know you guys like to judge. I'm like, I know. Like, he's never going to pray. I don't think he likes Christian. I don't think we even walk by a church on our date. I'm like, you're going to catch on fire. Like, unless Jesus comes down from heaven, I don't think that's the game. And I want to say to him, like, I can't talk to you because you're so adorable. But now there's part three. Part three is very
Huh?
important. I'm scrolling on Instagram today and I'm going to give this guy a shout out because he's an influencer. So listen, I am just like doing my job and putting my comedy videos. And there's this guy and I'm totally going to give him a shout out because millions of women are following him. His name is David Sharp. I've never heard of him. And he does this video in his car and he does these dating videos in his car about how dating is the stupidest thing and how we have to talk like federal FBI agents. And I'm watching this guy in his car and I'm like, where's this guy? Like I'm gonna go to his house and hold up a Peter Gabriel like radio and be like, where have you been? And he's probably like in some conservative, like he's all Christian. He's all Christian all the time. And so I totally broke all my Gen X rules. And as the kids say, I slid into the DMs, right? And
Nice.
I slid into the DMs and I'm like, I'm going to hold up in your eyes, Peter Gabriel, where like he
Yes.
is.
Tell people what movie that's from.
Say
Boombox.
anything. And
Yes.
David Sharp, and I'm sure he's like pretty much engaged by now, but anyway, I messaged him and I said, bro, from Gen X, I don't message men. I should not be
Uh-huh.
doing this.
Uh-huh.
I'm representing Gen X Council, but your page made me laugh so hard. And I'm on the apps and I am not going to play games and I'm not going to talk like an FBI agent. And thank you for giving me the shout out. I hope you find somebody that God has for you, like on the ride. Cause he's totally like, I just want to find somebody and blah, blah. He's gorgeous. He's like so cute. I don't know if he's AI editing or what, but anyway, so cute. And so and by the way, I didn't turn the app off. So I'm getting messages from these shirtless Adonis guys that are like,
Uh-huh.
hey girl, hey. And I'm like, we're not in Italy. I can't do it, Jesus. Like I can't. Carlos, Jordan, like this 33-year-old's like, I like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain. I'm like, you weren't even born yet when that song came out. So listen to this. Right before this podcast, my fiance, David Sharp, messaged me back on Instagram. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. I know. He's totally seeing someone. And I have a feeling he lives in like Florida. I just have a feeling. He has a Florida vibe, which I could never do ever. He's got like that vibe. But how do I even respond to that? I literally just, and he knows I'm a comedian. I sent him my bit. And he's like, thank you. It was so funny. And I literally just want to be like, 8675309. Like,
309.
can I message him tomorrow and be like, bruh, if
Mhm.
our paths in the universe, uh, baby, don't lose my number. Is there some 80s song that I could just be like, I have a guy that I really like and I would really like to go out with, and
Yes.
he's not asking
Yes.
me out. And
Yes.
then I have a guy that I went out with and I really liked, and I had a 9-hour date and I don't know what the heck he's doing. And then
Uh-huh.
he calls me tonight and he's like, where you been? I was like, why do you care, bruh? You're
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's a problem with
Yeah.
men like
Yeah.
stepping up to the plate. And so my secret fiance lives in the Instagram world and he's not
Uh-huh.
real. That's
Uh-huh.
why I like him. So I don't know. The pirate guy is kind of like, I want to be best friends with him because he's so sweet and so funny, but I can't date him. But I don't know if he
Yeah,
wants
maybe
to be friends with me.
maybe he's intuitive enough to know that your faith is so important to him. If he is not going to be completely open to joining that faith or encompassing it into his life, maybe he's intuitive enough to be like, I really like this woman. I would really like it to go somewhere. But I understand that she has a boundary that she is
We've
likely
never
unwilling
talked
to
about it.
cross. You
And
know
the
what I
thing
mean?
about,
But it doesn't take a rocket scientist.
I know
Your
the thing
career
was,
is your faith.
then I have this nice, normal Christian guy who I'm very attracted to. Like, he's really cute. And he has not asked me for like a time and a place. So it's kind of like, I don't want to be his pen pal and I'll message him a little bit, but I've kind of stopped thinking that there's going to be phone calls. He can ask me out tomorrow or the next day or the next day. He has like custody of like his kids week on, week off. I don't know, but I kind of want to be like, bro, you're on the Bachelorette and you're losing because I'm about to go out with Carlos, who's 35
Yes,
and is sending me
totally.
shirtless selfies. Like,
I'm gonna
I'm
give
about
a
to make a
rose
big
to someone
mistake.
else. For my next favorite mistake,
I'm
I think
looking
it's a
for my
Cheryl
next
Crow problem.
big mistake. I'm like, why do these guys, don't they know that there's a rose ceremony that's going to happen? Like, don't they know?
See, I think this is kind of what happens sometimes with Christian guys. Sometimes they're just so focused on like honoring, the chick or like not being lustful or like, sorry, I'm making it sound shamey. I don't mean it like that. It's like just grow a pair and ask a woman out, and if she rejects you, she rejects you. And
He
I've
calls
said,
me every day and he texts me all day long. And he's like,
well, then,
I want to go out with you. I've got it. I think he could be juggling some kids stuff. So I want to give
yes,
him a little grace
but
in that.
I mean, can't you be like, why haven't you called me? Like, couldn't you, to a certain extent, grow a pair, but you don't need to because they're actually ovaries. So you already have grown
No,
one.
because I
If
refuse to
people
be the
don't know, look
man.
at science. What if
I,
you said that? Like, what if you don't want to say that?
Well, I said that on Saturday in a text. I said, you haven't even officially asked me out. And he said, he sent me a really nice message and I don't want to give too many
Huh.
details, but he told me
Okay.
kind of why, like he was scheduling some things
Okay.
and there was some children things mentioned. And so I want to respect, they come first. They, they come first. So, but I'm like, I'm losing interest. If they come first,
Yeah.
then just spend time with them and then get back to me. I don't owe you what I'm doing every day. I don't owe you my lunch plans. I don't owe you.
Heck no.
But all weekend we were doing that cute little banter. And I'm like, this guy checked a lot of boxes. And I feel bad for guys out there. They check a lot of boxes. They're winning. And then they just stop right before the finish line. And then they lose the girl. And so that's why my internet boyfriend was like just nailing it. He's like, why do we have to communicate like Federal Bureau of Investigation? You know who
Mm-hmm.
you are, David Sharp. I'm shouting you out. And he was just so funny. And I watched some of his other videos and they were funny too. But he's just like a super chill, like,
Yeah.
and then I got all these messages from these other guys on the app. I could go out with 5 of these other guys and they could be my next big mistake.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
there was a couple even Christian guys that messaged me, but I'm like, I can't be the Bachelorette with 4. I have a normal guy, I have my pirate. Oh, and there was a chef.
Try it. Why not try to date more than one person at once? These are not exclusive
Well, I
relationships.
mean,
There's no actual partnership. There's
and I
no
forgot to
actual
tell you,
partnership.
there's a chef got the words faith tattooed on his knuckles, but he believes in his higher power, so it's not really like a Jesus thing. It's kind of like his higher power.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
But and all my friends are like, "No, you may not. No, you may
Yeah.
not." And so my friend, he's 5'7", and my friend made
Uh-huh.
me a meme of him standing next to me and being like really short to prove that I can't go out with him because they are rooting for the normal Christian guy. Every one of my friends
Sure.
is
Of course.
rooting for normal Christian guy, and then they're not rooting for the pirate and they're not rooting for the chef, and they know the internet guy is literally, I could swear he's in Florida.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I will never
So
live in
ew.
Florida. My hair would not do
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
So
Oh my gosh, the
so
bugs.
they're like, you can't. And the chef sends me food at 3 o'clock in the morning. The chef sends me pictures of tacos he just made, and I'm like, oh, you are sexy and wrong for me. So I've
Hmm.
stopped talking to the chef because he's just
Hmm.
sending me like, what are you doing? Like, and I was like, wouldn't you like to know?
You're like, at 3 a.m., my hormones have just woken me up.
I'm like, the
That's what
tacos.
I'm doing.
So, anyways, that's kind of where we are. I think see, my Christian guy is like normal and consistent and would probably be really great for me. And like, he'd probably be supportive of me and he'd probably be so great. But if he doesn't want to go to dinner, it's not my fault. Like, I'm not waiting around. And if any of these other guys that have been popping in the app, whatever, they want to take me out, like, I'm going. Like, except for the one that's 31 right now. He's precious. But they don't have any
Okay.
problem. They don't have any problem being bold. The babies, the
Yeah. Oh
little,
no.
I mean, they
Mm-mm.
don't have any problem with the older. I'm like, my age is full display, like full
Yeah. Well,
display.
they've all had the crush on the hot babysitter, you
Am
know?
I the
So
hot
you're just,
teacher? I think I could be the hot teacher.
yeah, totally, for sure. Sorry, I'm not being mean to Christian dudes. Whatever.
You
I
married
love
one.
Jesus too. I did. I married a great one. But I will say, I think they can get so caught up. They've, and I'm not saying this about your normal dude. They can forget to just be normal. Like to not use Christianese, like literally just be like, "Hey, I think you're really nice. Would you want to grab a coffee sometime?" Like
Okay,
the
so wait, I've already
simplicity
gotten
of it.
all that from my normal Christian guy. He just
So
hasn't set a
so
date. I don't get it. He's totally normal. He's actually, and by the way, the pirate has never told me well, he told me I was pretty after the date. Pirate was never like objectified, like anyway. And then normal Christian guys told me I'm beautiful. He's like, you have a great smile. I'm like, I'm not used to
yeah,
guys
I
just
don't like
being,
it.
no, I like it.
I know
I do.
everyone's rooting for him, so inevitably I have to not because I don't like anything popular per usual. I don't like that.
You don't like a guy
When
telling
you
you
see
you're
me in
pretty?
person, when I'm in person with them, yes. Otherwise, no. You
You
know?
would love the pirate. He's so like,
I know.
he's a feminist. He's a like hippie. He lives in the woods. He builds houses. Like he's very sensitive and like he's full on liberal Democrat. My
Yeah, I mean
daughter's
there are
like,
Christian guys that are like that, you
no,
know?
I know.
For
He's
sure.
not though. He's not. My daughter's like,
Yeah.
how long are you gonna fake it? How long are you gonna fake being a Democrat for him? See, my daughter Lucy's
Look,
like, you're gonna only make it 6 months. And she goes, he probably voted for Newsom. And I was like, you probably did. Um, so and then there's my imaginary guy.
relationships can work with Dems and non-Dems. I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
Well, I'm not
Not
a
always.
registered Republican, just so
Right.
we're clear. I'm
Exactly.
a moderate.
Yeah.
But so are you rooting for you can't root for him because he's not on Jesus. And then I have my fake
Yeah.
what if my internet boyfriend breaks up with his girlfriend?
Yes. I'm just riding the wave. Pauly Shore was someone I had a crush on. I don't know what's wrong with
You
me.
had a crush
I
on
mean, bless
this
his heart. He's super funny. I just like
okay.
the weird, funky dudes, you know, or if they played a guitar or were mean to me.
You would
That's
love
my
the
favorite.
pirate. The pirate plays the guitar.
Oh my gosh. Love it.
He plays the samba drums and he lives in the woods. And then when he's not living in the woods, he lives on a boat.
Do
So
you remember what's that thing that so many worship bands have that I've never seen before? It's like a rectangle square.
yeah, he
Yeah.
plays this like round sound bath drum. He is the
Totally
biggest
fine.
hippie. He
I love
hikes.
it.
He does all this hippie crap
Okay, well,
that
I don't
I
like
hate all of it. I know you would be his soulmate. So anyway, I find like him intriguing and normal Christian guy like likes food and steak. And if you would take me out, I think we would have a really good time.
think
I
you
know.
guys would have a really good time too. I will just say, this one Christian guy, all of like freshman year of whatever, he's never gonna see this. So he's so cool, hacky sack, like rad, funky. Probably wore like I don't know, like bells made out of yarn,
Right. I love it. I love it.
And like, so all year, I really like him. I'm like flirting. Nothing's happening. I can tell he likes me. It's clear. I then get into school in New York. I'm moving to New York. And on the last day of school, very last day of school, I get a voicemail from him saying that he loves me.
Oh,
I know. I
what
know.
happened?
Nothing. I moved
Why?
to New York
Oh my
because
God, that's
school.
a bad movie.
I know.
What happened to him? Can we find him on Facebook?
He dated one of my really good friends for a while. Yeah. And then I'm
Right.
sure he's
I
married.
mean,
You know,
the
it's been
problem
a long
with
time.
me is I love a good love story. I want like a love story, like, and I love normal Christian guy that we met at a party and then my friend tried to set me up with him and then we met on an app. Like that's intriguing to me. Like I love a good story like that because
Yeah.
like, and then the Instagram guy is not real.
I feel like I'm so harsh with Christian guys. I think that particular experience made me like off the Christian dude thing for a long time. That and a few others. But
But
that
then,
particular, because like I've just felt more comfortable with like normal dudes, which Christian guys are normal dudes. I'm not saying they're not, but I just felt more comfortable with a guy that was just like, hey, do you want to go out?
but I never dated a guy like Brody. I've never dated like a normal Christian guy. Like Ron was Christian, but he was a comedian and we were friends and it was so different. By the second date, he's like, do you think we should get married? Because, we're, and I asked him the other day, I go, why were you so forward with me? Like, were you poor and cheap and you couldn't buy dinner? And he goes, no, we were in the same friend circle and I need to know if you were serious about me because we were in the same intimate work circle, friend circle. And if it didn't work out, it was a big risk to date you. And
Yeah.
I said, okay, fair. I'll give him that. But
Yeah.
I I don't know what's gonna happen. I will keep the world posted. Should we
Yeah.
move on? Before we go, I will give you my
Yeah.
beauty product. Okay, it's called Glow Your Own Way Next Level Tanning. And
Huh?
it is, I mean, I'm getting compliments on my skin and I
Is
think it's
this
this.
why?
I
Is
think
this why?
it might be. Okay, so it goes on clear and I got it on
Uh-huh.
Amazon and I got the insanely dark and I really love it.
Uh-huh.
And even when I was up in Napa last week and these girls are like, you're glowing, you're glowing. So next week I'm gonna show you some more glowing products I got, but I love Glow Your Own Way Next Level Clear Tanning supplies.
Song reference in the title.
Go your own way. So listen, normal Christian guy, as we're taping this
Yeah.
freaking podcast,
Mhm.
he just messaged me again.
Did he message you? What's your schedule this weekend?
No.
Because that would be great.
Wait, hold on. Let
Okay.
me check. Wait. Let me check. Nope.
Ugh.
Nope.
Stay open. Stay open.
Okay, wait. Today's Tuesday. He can't
Mhm.
call me on Wednesday and be like, what are you doing Thursday? He can't call me on
No.
Thursday and be like, what are you doing Friday? I already
No.
am. I'm already busy.
Yeah, totally. Totally.
And if he
And
knew that
oh my
there
gosh,
was
I have to put my kids to bed. And
okay,
yes, you're
so we're
already busy.
ending it on Glow Your Own Way. And Kerri does not have a date from the normal Christian guy. And the pirate, he might even call me again tonight. I don't know. And then my fake Instagram. Love you so much, David. I hope you get married and are happy. And if you know how that goes,
Keep it
that
open.
offer. Yeah. I don't even know if he's cute in
Stamps.
real life. I don't even know if he's cute because his videos could be all like AI'd. I don't know him from Adam. But I thought I'd give him a shout out because he has a growing little following with all the ladies. Okay, so you guys tune in next week to see what the heck happens in my Gen X dating diaries. And Susie will have a beauty product. And thank you for being
I
my
do.
wingman. Thank you for being my
Oh, this
wingman.
is so exciting. And I'm sorry if that was offensive to Christian dudes. I apologize. And offensive to Florida, frankly.
Susie, is that your apology for the week?
Gosh, I have so many, but yeah, that's enough for now.
Susie wants to apologize for making fun of Christian guys because she married the most conservative Christian guy that was so sweet.
He is
He
not
was
conservative.
no, he was conservative with you. He was so godly. He was like
Yes. He was very intentional and very like intentional
no, he
and I
did
like
not lay
you
on
and clear.
girl. That man didn't lay a hand on you. Like, he was so
Till the fourth
godly.
date, and I asked him, excuse me, why? Yeah.
So we love you, Brody, and we love Christian men. So
Mhm.
to be continued, catch us on Instagram,
To
full
be
episodes on
continued.
YouTube. Bye.
Yes.